What's up guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, my friends, we're going to be going ahead and having a look at the 10 most tryhard pickaxes in Fortnite Chapter 2. Now, whether these pickaxes are tryhard because a bunch of really good streamers use them, or because they're, really rare or starting to become pretty rare, this is going to be comprising all of the tryhard pickaxes. I asked for your guys' opinion for a couple of these spots over on Twitter, and I've also used my personal experience and stuff for, also some of the other places on the list. So ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to be absolutely amazing. If you guys do enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button as well as subscribe to the channel, and also chuck on that notification bell to stay up to date with all of my videos coming in the future of the channel. And of course, make sure to use supporter creator code CosmosFTW inside of the item shop to help me out that little bit extra. So anyway, without waiting longer, let's go ahead and pop into the video in the number 10 spot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so to begin the list in the number 10 spot, we've actually got, this pickaxe is from such a long time ago. It was one of the first ever pickaxes released in game, and this is the Lucky Pickaxe, and it has actually been 150 days since this pickaxe was last in the item shop. So it is starting to become pretty rare, and, I've noticed, I even looked through some of the comments on some of my previous videos and stuff, and, a lot of you guys have been saying that, the Lucky Pickaxe is actually a pretty try-hard pickaxe. It's been around for such a long time, and it's just one of those pickaxes that don't really look that amazing. It's kind of just like the old default pickaxe, and yeah, man, I think that I would have to agree with you guys and say that this is definitely a very try-hard pickaxe, and starting off our list in the number 10 spot. Alright, so far the first two spots on the list are going to be 500 V-Buck pickaxes, the cheapest you can possibly get. So the first spot, we had the Lucky Pickaxe. In the second spot, we got another 500 V-Buck pickaxe, and this is the Icebreaker. Now, I got so many comments from you guys over on Twitter saying that, the Icebreaker is tryhard. I think this has been, a pretty tryhard backbling for such a long time. I know a lot of streamers do use the Icebreaker, and yeah, it's just, one of those pickaxes that you just, associate with tryhards, and something that obviously, with a lot of you guys' comments on Twitter, something that definitely deserved a place on this list. So it's coming in there at the number 9 spot, the Icebreaker, or the Shovel Pickaxe, or the Shovel Harvesting Tool, whatever you want to call it. It's there in the number 9 spot. Definitely a very try-hard pickaxe. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Season 3 Battle Pass Back Bling. I think especially in Season 3, this was tryhard. I think still now, it's still pretty tryhard. This is the trusty number 2 Harvesting Tool. Now, the trusty number 2, it's been one of my favorite pickaxes used for such a long time. The reason why I think it's tryhard is because, it matches with so many different combos. So, a lot of tryhards, they know the good combos to use, the tryhards. And, if they're wearing a tryhard combo and they're also got this pickaxe, you're in trouble. And, yeah, this pickaxe, of course, being from Season 3, it's a pretty old pickaxe. It's been around for a long time, so you have to be playing the game for a very long time to have unlocked it. It was a pretty high tier as well, so maybe a lot of people didn't get to the tier that it was unlockable at. But yeah, I found that it's been a tryhard backbling, really, a tryhard pickaxe, I should say, ever since it did first release back in Season 3, and I think it's still tryhard now. The number 7 spot, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Studded Axe. Now, the Studded Axe, it's been around for a while. This is one of the cleanest pickaxes in the game, and I think it's because of that, it is probably one of the most tryhard. It is, I think definitely when it first released, it was very, very tryhard. It'd probably be like in the number 1 spot on the list back when it first released. But, I think it's kind of died down a little bit maybe. But, people that still use this always seem to be really good players. You see a lot of streamers, a lot of YouTubers, pro YouTubers and stuff using this pickaxe in-game. And, yeah, it's pretty dangerous. You don't want to be countering someone with the Studded Axe because, it just seems to be one of those pickaxes that is just associated with tryhards. And, yeah, it's coming in that spot on the list. All right, next up in the number 6 spot, we've got the original Candy Axe. So, yeah, this is basically kind of like, it released back in Christmas 2017. And, back then, it was really rare until Christmas 2018. And, I think it was probably the most try-hard pickaxe back then. But still now, it hasn't released in 319 days. And I think it's kind of like the budget Minty. So if you don't have the Minty, you're going to use the Candy Axe. And yeah, I find that this pickaxe, it's starting to become really try-hard again. Of course, you would have had to have bought it. It only releases, you know, around that Christmas time period. So you would have had to bought it back then. And yeah, I think definitely it is a very, very, very try-hard pickaxe, and it deserves a spot on the list. The number 5 spot for the sweaty pickaxes list is going to be the Raiders Revenge. I've got the Raiders Revenge in the number 5. Really, I never see it, and let me be honest, like, not many people own this pickaxe, but if you ever come across someone with this pickaxe in-game, you are absolutely screwed. Like, you are going to get destroyed, because, you know, if you've ever got this pickaxe, you've been playing ever since, like, you know, what, October 2017. That is a long time that you would have to be playing for. And if you've been playing for that long, let me tell you, you're going to be pretty good at the game if you've been playing for, you know, a couple years now. So, you know, if you see someone with the Raiders Revenge, run and, you know, hide and just, you know, don't even bother challenging this guy, because he's going to be an absolute, you know, sweat at the game. You already know it is. That's the number 5 spot there with the Raiders Revenge. Now, coming in at the number 4 spot, I've actually got here the Stellar Axe. Now, the Stellar Axe came along with the Galaxy set, and the Galaxy set, of course, you know, not many people have it. You would have had to bought one of the, like, the new Samsung phones. I think it was like the Samsung, was it the Note 9, the Note 10? It was one of those ones, and you had to buy them. And it was really something that not many people had, and of course, it is unavailable to get anymore. You cannot unlock this pickaxe anymore. And really, the only people I see with this, you know, occasionally you'll probably find, you know, the bot using this pickaxe, the person that, you know, used Mummy's Samsung's new Samsung Galaxy phone to get it. But usually, you know, players that have this went out of their way to get the pickaxe, and they're usually pretty try-hard players, because they're usually pretty into the game if they've got this pickaxe, and, you know, most of the time, they're going to be sweaty as heck. Now, number 3, we've got the Dark Axe. Now, the Dark Axe is, I believe it's a fairly new pickaxe. Now, this is, you know, one of my favorites to use. I wouldn't consider myself as try-hard at all, so, you know, maybe this is the most try-hard pickaxe, but, you know, no. In my experience, of course, the Dark Axe came with the Dark Legends bundle, and, you know, really, I think if you're seeing anyone using, like, any of the dark skins, like the Dark Bomber, the Dark Power Cord in-game, they're most of the time going to be very, very try-hard. And, you know, when it's partnered alongside the Dark Axe, I think the Dark Axe is also another very try-hard pickaxe here. And it's just something you just don't want to see, really. And yeah, I think it definitely deserved a place on the list. So it's in the number 3 spot. Now, in the number 2 spot, we got the Vision Pickaxe. Now, the Vision Pickaxe, I remember the last time I did a try-hard pickaxe video was like in Season 9, something like that. And I remember this was when the Vision first came out, and I didn't put it on the list, and people went absolutely crazy. Also on Twitter, I've got a couple comments of people saying to put the Vision on the list, so definitely the Vision Pickaxe. We haven't seen it in the item shop for 60 days, so it's been a couple months, but, you know, it's not really the rarest pickaxe out there. But definitely, I think for 800 V-Bucks, it's definitely worth it, and there seems to be a lot of tryhards that do use the Vision Pickaxe, so I think it definitely did deserve a mention on the list. Now, the number 1 spot, of course, is really a no-brainer. It is the Minty Axe, the Merriment Axe, and at the moment, it's like only included with like licensed Fortnite products when you buy them from GameStop, I believe. So in most countries, like not many countries have GameStop. I know Australia doesn't. I don't think the UK does, and most places in Europe don't have a GameStop. It's really only the US and I believe Canada that have GameStops. So, you know, people in most other countries can't even get access to this. So I kind of depends what server you're on, I believe. So if you're like on an Australian server and you see a Merriment Axe, a Minty, you know that the person's gone out of their way. They bought like a code with this pickaxe, and yeah, not many people have it at all. So yeah, definitely it's got to take a number 1 spot as the most try-hard pickaxe. Really no surprise there. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's the number 1 spot, and that's going to go ahead and conclude our video. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button as well, subscribe to the channel, and also chuck on that notification bell to stay up to date with all of my videos coming in the future of the channel. We have some really good videos coming up, so make sure you guys do stay tuned for that. And of course, be sure to use the supporter creator code CosmosFTW inside of the item shop to help support me that little bit extra. It really does mean a lot. Whenever you guys, you know, just supporting the video in any way, even just by dropping a like, by dropping a nice comment, It does support the channel and helps me out a ton. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.